All right, so we live. We back. It's the Way Podcast. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys.
So, I'm not a
What's up? We here. We doing it different today. Uh, a virtual episode, right?
Yeah, why not? Why not have more? More.
Last week, that storm hit and it fucked everything up. You know, that storm was crazy. I know your neighbor. Did your neighbor come out when he saw the tree go through his fucking windshield? Or
I think I didn't know what to say. I was looking at him like, I was like, oh, okay. Hey, I was like,
because
I,
that nigga probably walked out like, "Did you do that shit?"
yeah,
Knowing damn well no human being could fling a fucking tree through your.
I didn't even know because like we was doing this, and then we didn't get to finish, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay, like it's raining, man, hard and it's dark. I was like, all right, whatever. But I'm in the basement. I don't know feel shit, whatever. So I come out to check the mail, and I'm like, what the fuck? And
it's
I'm
like
like,
Jumanji outside your fucking
yeah.
house and shit.
Yo, and I fucking look at the neighbor's car and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that shit's crazy. I'm like, yo, you see that shit? Like, I just saw somebody next to me. I was like, yo, you see that shit? That shit's fucked up. And it's my neighbor.
What do you say?
Um, I mean, he's a cool Haitian dude. So he was just like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You said cool Haitian dude. In my head, I'm thinking, "What's the fuck is going on?" Blah, blah,
Nah,
blah.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like, he was speechless. Like, know what to say. I didn't know what the fuck to say either. Now, it's crazy. I didn't really, like, I didn't have my glasses on. So I didn't really fully understand that was a car from a distance. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh yes, recycle day, whatever. Garbage day was yesterday. They're supposed to pick it up today. So I'm like, yo, I don't know if they're gonna be able to come get your fridge with the tree on. I think it was like, he was like, fridge? Oh. And I was just like,
Man,
oh.
nigga, that's my car.
I was like, oh, oops. So,
It's funny because probably when you put your glasses back on, the situation looked 20 times more worse than you could
yeah,
ever.
everything was
Like,
fucking HD.
refrigerator? You put your shit on like, what the like,
Yo,
yo, man. That's yo, I went out. Okay, so I was out going to the supermarket to the key food. Because my mom was like, we need groceries. At the same time, she's like, it's crazy outside. And I'm like, so
fucking
I'm outside, picking up her groceries, and I'm in the store,
yeah,
I'm getting my shit, and then I look out the window and I see like mad rain. So I'm thinking, okay, it's just raining. And I see trees like swaying back and forth, like not the leaves,
yeah.
the trees, the whole tree
Free.
swaying back and forth. I'm like, no, that shit is not good at all. So when I finally got off the line from paying for the groceries, when I came outside, it stopped raining, but but the wind was still like going at high speed.
Damn.
So me being cheap and not wanting to spend money on Uber, I took my chances and I just pushed the cart home and
Walked
fuck
in a shadow of death.
it. And just like ran home with my shit and I made it. And yeah, that's
That's
pretty
real.
much what
I
happened.
get it. All these trees over here, I'm glad, like in my neighborhood, all the trees, all the old trees that's really big, instead of leaning feet, because if they lean the other way, holy shit, everybody
Yeah,
like
yeah.
big ass like forest type tree that's like fucking generations old, and that shit took over the street. And when it fell, it was a wrap for the street.
Holy shit.
Like niggas coming down the block because we got a liquor store, so it's a popular block. So like you just see like lines of cars trying to back up into the street so they could go to.
Nigga see a tree falling, he run right back in the liquor store. Like, I'm gonna need another bottle because it is crazy out here.
What's your strongest shit? Yo, I said, what's the
Shit, I just finished off this shit. I'm about to get me another. I'm talking about weight loss and drinking all this shit.
You'll be fine. I had some shit like I went in there, I asked for some overproof shit one time. I was like, yo, you got some shit that's like 90%? Nigga was like, God damn.
How bad is your day, nigga? Like, what's good?
Overproof, what the fuck? I was like, no, nigga, I'm trying to make hand sanitizer. He was like, all right.
That's the type of shit that make a nigga want to be your therapist out of nowhere. Nigga, you need help.
Yeah.
I have a couch you can lay on. We could talk about this shit.
I was that I was just trying to fucking make some hand sanitizer, make some sanitizer kits. I was gonna put like masks and gloves in that shit, and that home sanitizer. This nigga was looking at me like, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Johnny."
Alcohol and condoms are the only two things that, if you walk in the store and ask for them, the guy or whoever's behind the counter has some smart shit to say. Like,
word.
You know what I mean?
Oh, nigga. Oh, I see you trying to get it in tonight.
About to get some, huh?
All right. Like, oh, nigga, I make fucking balloons at children's parties.
Oh shit! What if that's what you was really doing? That shit would be fun.
Right.
In the fucking
just saving money on pots.
Oh shit, yo!
That's great, but it ain't gonna blow up like the other balloons. Dog.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. This is not even the fucking show. We're just talking shit. I'm here. Mark is here. You know.
We got Trendz. We got Mark. Yeah, so I forgot what the fuck was. How are we gonna intro the show? I guess that was the intro.
That was the intro. That's the best the intro could ever be. Honestly.
Oh man. Yeah, I was thinking, what's the name? So we're both 30.
Well, I'm 31. Unfortunately, I wish I could go back. But pretty much.
It's weird as fuck to say, like, around 30 and shit. So thinking, right? So, you know, I still live at home. Whatever. And all the shit I was thinking about all the shit I learned up in, right? I'm not really embarrassed about it. I used to be embarrassed about it, but I'm like, I used to be like really embarrassed about it. I'm like, damn, I'm still home. My friends doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, fuck that shit. I hope, you know, they're having fun and doing their shit and all that. And I was just like, you know, up until now, I wasn't really ready to move out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, shit I was supposed to learn or supposed to know. There's a lot of shit I didn't know. Like, I won't blame anybody for it because of the mindset I have now. Like, you know, I be telling you about independence. Like, yo, independently go get your fucking knowledge, and that's gonna bring you the ability to do whatever the fuck you need to do. Whatever. I'll get into that in another episode. But now I'm just like, yo, I wasn't really ready to move out. If I moved out, I'd have moved back in on some prideful shit. I would have just been homeless somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it comes a point in every person's life where you're just like, all right, I want to get out the situation, but it's not realistically the best idea for me to call myself leaving the situation. You know, yeah. I got a roof over my head.
I just wasn't ready for it. Like, I wasn't ready mentally. Because, like, I was lazy as fuck, B. Like, I be trying to do shit, and I'm like, yo.
I'm still lazy as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, I have lazy tendencies, but I'm nowhere near where I used to be. And shit. Like, yo, my reading speed used to be like, so, like, I remember I was in this fucking technical training program. Everybody's, you know, reading the chapters, or they're not reading chapters. You know, you can tell who's actually about to learn the shit or not. And I'm reading the shit, and I'm like, yo, it's like 50 pages of the chapter. And it's like, yo, it's taking me like fucking 6 hours, being like, oh my God. The sun is up, and like niggas is coming up, like, they see me studying when they go to sleep after dinner. Yeah. Then when they get up to get ready to go to work, niggas still see me at the table. And I'm just like, they're like, yo, nigga, what the fuck are you studying? And I'm like, yo, it's tech, and they're just like, whatever. So it's shit like that. Shit like, oh shit, my bad, my shit conked out for a sec. But yeah, like selfish tendencies and shit. So or like needy tendencies. Everything I hate about people now, I used to be.
That's funny.
I know, right? So
That's
like,
growth.
yeah. So everything I hate about people now, I used to be that person. And I see it and I'm like, yo, get the fuck, are you lazy? You fucking hanging on to everybody. Like, yo, it's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. I can't do that shit. So now I just love independence. I'm like, yo, you want to learn some shit? Yo, go look it up. Go read about it. Go do whatever the fuck. Or you want some shit done? Go figure out how to do it.
Right.
Like now I want to help niggas that's helping themselves. I don't want, like, if you doing some shit, like I see you doing some shit, and you trying to go for it, you don't got to be a fucking Einstein. I'm gonna just be like, yo, if I could help you, I could be like, yo, do this shit, do that shit, or I tried this, or I read this, or I saw this, XYZ, or I'll help you. I'll try to help you do it. But if you're sitting there like, yo, I wanna do some shit, and you just playing with your thumbs, and you wait for me to get on it, and you keep asking me about it, and there's some shit you want to do, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, well, fuck you. I don't even want to be fucking around you now.
Yeah.
You're not doing your shit.
It's
People.
It's one thing to, for instance, like there was some people that would ask to borrow money from me, right? And in the beginning, I would let them have some money. I would give it, hey, how much you need? All right, and I give it to them. And they would tell me they need it for something, to better themselves, whatever, it would be. I just needed to, I pay you back, but you'll see them spend the money and they're not improving in anything. Like they're still shit and whatever they're trying to do. And I understand it's a whole process, but let's just say in between the time when I gave them the money and 6 months later, nothing is happening. You're still in the same position to the point that you coming back to me again for a surplus of money. You haven't even paid back the other shit you were supposed to pay back. So it's like, if you're going to be on that kind of shit, that's why I don't, it's like you said, if I see you actually improving yourself and you're doing things and changing your life, it's like, okay, this will actually help you because you're actually going to use it to better yourself. You're not going to fucking be at the strip club tossing money at some Cardi B looking bitches.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, son. And then you got to be like, yo, it's two types of niggas in this world. There's niggas that's trying to better themselves. It don't matter what stage you're at. You could already be like a billionaire trying to better yourself, millionaire. You could be poor, whatever. But I see a nigga on the street and he's like, yo, this nigga selling rocks. Straight rocks. Like he got
crack rocks or just rocks?
Just rock. Like nigga done scraped the shit on the concrete so he could like carve a smiley face into that shit. I'll buy that fucking rock. I'll buy
how much do rocks go for in 2020?
The last time somebody sold a rock was like a pet rock. But or them niggas that save you sand in the jar and shit. But
niggas do that? All right, continue.
Yeah, the fucking hipsters, yeah, they be selling you like colored sand and shit. Actually, they got colored sand at fucking Michael's, that little arts and crafts store. Yeah, that shit is just rocks. If you look at it, it's just a rock. Like that's all it is. It's just rocks that's like broken down and shit. But fucking yeah, if a homeless nigga just like, I'm just carving smiley faces to rock, hey, you want to buy my rock? To be honest, I might not take the rock. I'll be like, yo, here's $1.
I'm giving him $1 to get the fuck away from me because that's some weird shit. Here, nigga, just take it.
But I have to say, the principle,
get away from me. Just take the $1.
I mean, that's the principle's still the same. It's like, yo, you trying to do something.
Yeah.
With your little resources and shit. That's the people I want to be around. Right? Like, I mean, not the fucking homeless people. What? not homeless people exactly, but like the principle.
Yeah.
Yo, it's like you trying to do
I'm
something.
just trying to imagine the nigga with the rocks like, yeah, I have this amazing plan, and I got I got rocks to sell.
Right. Now, believe it or not, yo, the niggas that be like pushing carts at like 2 a.m. and collecting bottles.
This is real hustlers, right?
Yo, I don't have the heart to do that shit. I don't have the heart to do it.
I can't.
I don't have the heart to do it. Like on my day off, I might do Uber Eats. On my days off, I might do Uber Eats.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Like, go get a bike, deliver that shit. And that's on my days off. That's just to collect like extra bread and get some exercising. But nah. We're not collecting bottles, nigga. That's them ultimate hustlers. Like, yo, you gotta have, like, the Bible says, well, one of the deadly sins in the Bible is pride. For that shit, you gotta personify, like, I'm gonna get rid of all my pride.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
collecting bottles, I'm thinking the niggas trash. It's like, yo, I aspire to be a person that can just totally toss my pride, but I can't get rid of it because I'm like, I won't do that.
But you know, a lot of people that make it.
Piss and I seen a nigga picked up a bottle of piss off the sidewalk, poured the shit out, and threw it in his bag and kept going like nothing happened. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
What is the difference between not having pride and being crazy? A lot of those niggas are just crazy.
That nigga was like, oh, this 5 cents right here. Fuck that. Nigga tossed to his shit, kept pushing. I was like, nah, I ain't never gonna get to that level.
Nah. But a lot of people that become successful, you hear their stories, you know, sleeping in their car. I was sleeping in my car for 5 months, you know, and I had no place to stay.
Yeah.
I met Kanye West before this nigga was crazy, and he changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got this story.
And crazy.
And their stories are like heartbreaking, but then like they become this, you know. Yeah. I've never heard of a regular story. Actually, no, because today these kids are doing whatever they can to be rich. Like, they're like getting shot, you know, they're doing stupid shit to get rich. And white people in the fucking labels are like, yes.
I've been watching most of it, like, God damn.
But it's like, yeah, all these stories about successful people that had it bad. And I could truly say, to be honest, I've never had it that bad before. Like, I had a pretty decent childhood. We all struggled, you know, my mom struggled, you know what I mean? But she pretty much gave me everything I needed, everything I wanted, you know what I'm saying? If the new video game came out, she found a way to get it for me.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. Of a hole.
Like, I didn't know we were struggling. I had no idea until I got older, and I'm like, oh shit, it's really fucked up out there.
Damn, that's what you got, man.
Right. So, you know, and that's why I'm so, you know, I try to do everything for my mom, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, you shielded me from all the terrible shit that was actually going on. So, but with that being said, you know,
I'm a little more objective. I'm gonna weigh your good against your bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's a yin and a yang, because there's cons come with that too, because you don't know how to fend for yourself. You know, when you come out into the real world, and you got something to do, you faced with some shit.
Word, like, yo, what the fuck? A little more objective. Like, hold on, you know, we're good. I'm gonna weigh your good and on your bad, and then we're gonna tip the scale wherever it go.
Right.
And there be a lot of motherfuckers who be like, yo, I ain't saying your family. I'm just saying a lot of families in general shit. Like, niggas gonna watch. They be like, yo, fucking. In my situation, there's a lot of shit under the rug. But I be like, yo, I be wanting to fuck niggas up for. But I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep it cool right now. So when people out there that understand where I'm coming from, we hear you. You know, we ain't gonna just blanket your shit. We got it. That's a big problem in the black community, where it's like,
talk about it.
Got shit under the rug, and they be like, yo, I want to talk about it. And the only thing that be holding together some families be like the fact that you related.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Like, yo, be related. It's like, if we wasn't related, I wouldn't fuck with you niggas. Like, yo, there's a lot of families like that. I'd be like that 50. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And I'm so like at the point where I'm at.
Yeah.
Even if we are related, if I don't fuck with you, I don't like I can't pretend though. I think I don't know. Some too much shit happened to me in my past, and just I think being friends with you, you're like, yo, nigga, just be you and shit. So like,
Be you.
I'm just like, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I used to try to like be friends with everybody. I would try to be cool with because naturally, the hell was that? Naturally, you don't want people to not like you.
Yeah, you
But
don't.
then nobody comes out the womb like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care who the fuck like me or not.
Right.
From a kid, you know what I'm saying? You want friends, you want, you know what I'm saying? Unless you just that nigga in the corner that would fucking wearing all black and I'm my own person.
Yeah.
Like
They be shooting up the schools.
right, like them niggas has been fucked up.
Now,
But
I mean, I get it, but I don't want niggas to. It depends why niggas like you.
exactly. It's like you grow up and you realize, wait, there's niggas and bitches out there that would use me, or they try to use me for the shit that I got. They don't care about me. They don't care about my development,
Right.
my happiness. They don't care about none of that shit.
They don't. They just like, yo, some people like you for you. Some people like you for what they get while you're around.
Right.
And that shit is crazy because, like, it's like you learn and grow and shit. And then I be catching myself thinking about, oh shit. And I'd be like, I be fucking beating myself up about it. I'd be like, yo, how the fuck did I do that shit? And then I'd be like, yo, you know what? It is what it is in the past. Tell you what, as soon as I started stepping up to niggas and calling them out on this shit, that's when I realized I'm like, damn, a lot of niggas disappeared and shit. But the important thing is,
and those are niggas you don't need. Like, I'm not gonna get religious on here, but God will reveal who is supposed to be in your life and who not supposed to be in your life. Like that nigga, he will remove. I almost called God that nigga. I'm sorry.
That nigga the truth. Like.
He will remove the people that's not supposed to be in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you'll be thinking to yourself, like, yo, man, I wish the niggas. You'll be trying to reason with yourself,
yeah,
as to why these niggas not your friends no more. And God looking at you like, nigga, I just removed these niggas from your life. Why are you going back? Trying to fuck?
A lot of people don't understand the truth. Like, I always say this shit, and I'll say it again: there's emotional world, and then there's fucking reality. I try to say it in reality as much as possible. That's why I'm always talking about looking at shit objectively. So it's like, yo, I started doing that shit. I'm just looking at everybody's actions, how they act and shit. And then it's just like, I'm not arguing with people. I start way. Then niggas looking at you like, yo, why you acting different? Why you disappear? Like, cause every time I'm around you, or every time you call me, it seemed like you need a ride, you need food, or you trying to go somewhere. But then when I'm like, all right, cool, we out, and I come pick you up, we on the way there. That's all of a sudden when you like, oh man, yo, how much is this shit? Yo, I only got this amount, yo.
Man.
That's like, what the? And I'm like, yo, what am I calling you for? So it got to the point where I was like, yo, I was in that shit too. And I had to be like, yo, no, I'm gonna take it for reality. I'm like, all right, you get over the emotional shit. Like, damn, these my friends. I want people to like me. I want people to be mad. I got over all that shit, and I in the car around. Or I started turning around myself. Like, damn, yo, how much is it? Yo, it's how much? Like, I'm like, oh, you ain't got it? Oh, why you ain't say that before I got over here? And then I just started turning around. Just getting, oh, so you not going? I'm like, I was gonna go, but if you're not gonna be there, I mean, and niggas trying to talk to you and shit like, oh, I was gonna go with you. It's just I don't got enough to get in. And I'm like, so how the fuck you going? Like,
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, if you switch the tables, like, and you're in their position, that same nigga would be like, "Yo, I don't know what you're gonna do, buddy," but they'll get mad at you for responding the same way they would respond. You know what I'm saying? If you were in their position.
now mind you, it wouldn't even get that far because it was like, yo, you say, yo, I'm gonna go. Let's say, yo, you say like, yo, I'm about to go to Miami. Let's go check out the scenery, beach, whatever the fuck. If I ain't got the money, I'm like, oh, all right, cool, peace. I'm like, yo, I'm like, that sounds dope as fuck. I'm out. But now if you be like, yo, you want to go? I'm like, yo. And I'm like, nah. You go ahead, nigga. I am broke as fuck. I'm gonna go to this fucking job, go get some more money. Oh, let me know how it go, or hit me up when you land. That's it. So it's not even gonna get to the point where I'm like fighting you somewhere, and then all of a sudden, like the fuck is that? So you look at stuff like that shit. It's like, so you gotta look at the niggas and be like, this ain't really friends. And then you gotta set the standard for what the fuck you want.
That's the thing, yeah. Standards are the most important thing when you're like improving, like understanding. Because sometimes you got to understand what your standards are. What are your boundaries? Sometimes we don't even know what our boundaries are. Like we don't. You got to pay attention to yourself and really be in tune with yourself to know. Okay, what's the line somebody can't cross with me? Like what's that one line? You know what I'm saying? Where if they cross that, it's like no. Like I quit. I'm not with that shit.
Like I'm never eating ices with a fork again.
Right, that's the line right there. Cause
that's the line. You know what I mean? Fucking fork. I'm like, yo, fuck this.
So, and then now you know. People don't know their boundaries. They don't know their ceiling. I have a ceiling. Once somebody gets me to that ceiling, that's it. Like I don't want to fuck with you no more. It's either I don't want to fuck with you no more, or we fighting, or
I feel like I get to the point where here's the shit. I'm taking shit to the extreme, but that's just me.
He like get the guns now. He's gotta die.
Get some shit like that. I was gonna say some shit like
put a tree through this nigga winch.
Put that nigga back, B. Nah, I feel like you set your principles. You gotta be willing to die.
Yeah.
Because there's niggas out there that would their principles is like I'm bullshit everybody else. Whether they physically, whether they consciously understood that they set that principle or they don't, it's just like the way they carry themselves. Like, oh, you bullshit everybody, and they'll get defensive, and they be like, "Nah, nigga, fuck." They'll try to fight you just because they got defensive because you called them on their bullshit, and they trying to. That's not me, but it's like, nigga, that's all you do. Fuck you, me, it's not you.
They know it's their bullshit.
I set my principles. I put my foot down. And then I don't care if it's friends, family. I don't give a fuck. Elders. Shit. It's another nigga's friends, family, principles. I don't care. Once I set my principles, and then after that, it's like, oh, no. It's like, yo, you set your principles, you put your foot down, and if a nigga keep pushing, they don't respect your shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we gotta go to war.
Yeah, and I feel you. Like, I think I've like created, like not created, but I have a temper now. I didn't really have a temper in high school. Everybody that talked to me was like, yo, you just mad cool. You're such a cool ass nigga, yo. But now it's like, and I wasn't always cool. It was just that if you get me to a certain point,
your threshold. You definitely had a crazy threshold. This is a lot.
But that's the thing, like those type of niggas, if you do get them mad,
Yeah.
they're killing everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm killing anybody, but that's why I don't allow myself to get to that point. I'm like, you know what?
I
Let me get
remember
the fuck out of
we was at school. I almost got into 3 fights in 6 months.
here. I remember that chick. I forgot her name, but like
Oh
she had said
yeah.
some dumb shit. He was like, "I will ruin your fucking life, bitch."
Nah, yo, because here's the shit. One of my principles is I don't like walking on eggshells.
Yeah,
Period. Like, yo, this world, it's like, yo, the nice people gotta walk on eggshells. The reasonable people gotta walk on eggshells. And then all the dumb motherfuckers, all the niggas that just do ignorant shit, they don't give a fuck about no eggshells. They don't give a fuck about personal boundaries and nothing.
and they get rewarded for that shit.
Everybody's like, hey, they fucking strolling in there. So I was like, yo, I forgot what I was answering questions, some shit. This bitch just go, she's like mouthing off and shit. And I'm like, at first I was gonna be out, like for like half a second, I was like, I'm gonna be quiet. I was like, all right, cool. I'm on my nerves shit. All right.
What did she say?
I don't know. This is years ago. But I was like, I'm on my nerves shit. All right, cool. People starting to get mad, whatever. So I calm down. And then like after half a second, I was like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I still know the fuck. We here to learn. We here to engage, have a conversation. So I was like, yo, fuck out of here, bitch. Like, yo, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
And a lot of people out there that do what they're supposed to do, they fucking, they study, they got good shit to bring to the table, they know what the fuck they talking about. They, always get shut down and shit because it's like, yo. So I'm like, nah, fuck it. Smart and I'm smart and I'm ready to say, yo, so
right.
T.I. smart as fuck.
Yeah, that nigga is smart.
But that nigga will he will pull out. If you get crazy, that nigga will reach in his waist and it's game over.
And that's the thing with me. Like, my first reaction is to shoot you. So I'm trying to like, I don't want to. And me knowing that, like, there's no in between with me. Like, there's no in between. There's no like, all right, let me think about it. Let me say some smart shit to him to hurt his feelings. Like, I don't. That shit don't even happen with me. It's just like, yo, this nigga gotta die. Fuck this nigga. So me knowing that, I'm like, breathe. Okay, fuck this nigga. He not worth it. Just move on with your life. Because I don't want to I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to do no dumb shit.
I'll tell you right now, keep it. Not even on some gangster nerd shit. I sound like a gangster nerd.
And I'm not no gangster. I have a temper.
My whole shit is, yo, just keep it verbal, B. Keep it verbal. When shit get physical, that's it. But I'm just like, yo, why the fuck you walking on eggshells? Yo, there's mad people out there that's mad timid, right? And they some of the most beautiful people in the world. Like when you get to know them, like, oh, why the fuck you so timid? They're worried about everything that's going on in society. They worried about what everybody got to say, what everybody thinking shit. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you walking on eggshells? That's why I got mad. I got mad. I know where it comes from. Well, for me personally, I know where it comes from. But upbringing aside, I had to get to the point myself where I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not walking on your eggshells. Fuck your eggshells, B. You come over here and make me walk on eggshells.
Yeah.
Like, you're not free because you worried about everything else. You not free personally.
It's a terrible feeling. Oh my God. Like, to be worried about everything else, what people gonna think about you. That's why I started. That's one of the reasons why I started my podcast. I said, yo, fuck people think. I'm gonna just do what I do.
Word. Shout out to Soya 30.
Good looks, man. Thank you, man. Yeah. I mean, we doing big things. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting videos. I'm doing video. Like I told you earlier, I went to McDonald's this morning and I asked for a French vanilla coffee.
Right.
And in my head, maybe I'm wrong, but in my head, I'm thinking to myself, like, I asked for coffee. I didn't ask for cold coffee. Like, if a person asks for coffee, to me, you should automatically think it's hot, unless I ask for cold coffee.
Oh, unless you ask the person, it's customer service.
Right.
Customer. Be like, yo, you want that hot or cold?
Exactly. I say, yo, give me a large French vanilla coffee. He says, okay. So maybe I'm the dumbass for thinking he's gonna bring out a regular cup of French vanilla fucking coffee. But instead, this nigga comes out with whipped cream and fucking ice and my shit. It's pretty as fuck, but I don't want to drink this shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a huge fan of cold coffee. Like I'll drink it sometimes. Just let me try this. That tastes great. But on a regular
iced coffee, my shit, nigga. Last thing what you just said, god damn it.
I would have gave that shit to you, like, yo, take this shit. And came back like, nigga, like, but you ever been so mad and just like fed up to like, because I could have went back, like, yo, can you just change my shit? But I didn't feel like it. I'm like, fuck it. He gave me iced coffee. And I just turned on the camera and I started ranting about it.
Nah, man, you gotta understand there's no such thing as good as bad. It is what it is. Once you adopt it, like, you know what I mean? You just start thinking about reality. Like, I didn't ask for this. I don't give a fuck if you get mad now. I don't give a fuck if you get mad. I didn't want fucking.
No, I didn't care about if he would get mad or not. I don't know. I didn't feel like walking back.
Condition or let the shit.
Huh?
You condition or let the shit go.
Yeah.
So only you lost because you didn't get what you want and they got your money. So them niggas don't give. Ain't nobody in this motherfucker thinking like, damn, that nigga, he ain't asked for ice. If he comes back tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure I get his water right. They're not thinking about that shit. All right, next.
Right. You're right, and I do that shit a lot. Like I'll be like, it's just my luck, and then I just fucking continue with my day and shit. But I could have came back like, yo, I mean, hot. But then in my head, I'm thinking like, well, I didn't tell him if I wanted hot or cold.
You said I wanted French vanilla coffee. I ain't never had a French vanilla iced coffee unless I made it at home. Anytime I say French vanilla coffee, niggas just give me hot shit.
Right. So you feel me? You feel what I'm saying, right?
I never had that shit. So I'm like, yo, first off, I didn't even know French vanilla iced coffee was on the fucking menu at McDonald's.
Yeah, it is. It's on the menu. And it's just like their regular coffee, and they got like these flavor shots where they and that's the French vanilla.
Hey, I didn't say iced coffee.
Right.
It's like I wanted it hot. I didn't say iced coffee. My bad. Here you go. Here's your drink. Give me my shit. You don't even gotta say my bad. Oh, I didn't want this cold.
Right. Yeah. You're right. I'm gonna stop letting niggas do that shit. I'm gonna get my goddamn regular French vanilla coffee.
Even if you say some shit and I say, hey, I'll give you some other shit. Just like, yo, oh no, I wanted this. Just be like, yeah, I wanted it. Oh, okay, my bad. Here you go. Now, if niggas getting mad at you or they got an attitude, that ain't your fucking problem. Like, okay, I don't care what your attitude. I know what I want.
That's the internal versus external shit.
Right. I'm worried about the internal, B. That's it. It is what it is. Just focus on what it is, and that's it.
So with that being said, you know how we think about our old self and our past self, and we tend to beat up on ourselves a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a lot of regrets and things like that. Huh?
I said, yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. And I was like, yo, I'll be thinking about shit I used to let niggas get away with. And I was like, yo, what the fuck wrong with me and shit? You just gotta grow up.
Right. And, as you start to like better yourself, do you forgive yourself? Like, do you say, yo, you're a different person now?
You gotta understand, it is what it is. It was what it was. You're still beating yourself up about shit that happened like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, hell, even 2 hours ago. It's like there's other motherfuckers out there making moves and doing shit. They already moved on. So it's like you holding on to shit. Only time I think about shit in the past is, sometimes I catch myself beating myself up. But now, for the majority, I could say, Only time I think about shit in the past now, I'd be like, yo, let me learn from how to improve it, do it better. But yeah. And then once I got that information, then I just move the fuck on.